Hey, my wife, she told me, she was like, hey, don't share my TikTok with your following no more. She said, somebody come over there talking noise, commenting on a lot of videos. And I'm going to tell you like this right here. If I find out who you is, I'm going to slide you. I don't play about my wife. So keep your comments to yourself. Because if I could trace that IP address, I'm coming for you. And I'll lay you all the way down. I don't want, that's why I tell y'all all the time to be like, Tony, bring your wife. Why your wife don't do this? Why your wife don't do that? Because I kill somebody. 1000%. Now play with it. I don't want her no emotional distress. I don't want her feeling nothing, going through nothing, worried about nothing. She live a soft life. You got anything to say, you say it to me. And I'll put your teeth down your throat or put you in that ground and then cry to the Lord. Ask him for forgiveness, like TDJ say he'll do if he was a power bottom. And I ain't doing all that. Now that we got that out the way, listen, I don't play about Cherie Gaskins. Play with it and find out. Now back to the regular scheduled programming. So what we talk about on here today is because something that I'm seeing happen a lot. And it's a lot of mind games, a lot of manipulation that's going on. And here's the thing, that when a man leaves, a man will leave a relationship, or he'll let a woman walk away, and then he'll come back later. And for some people, this happens a second time, a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. And what you have to realize and understand is that this man, he feels like he can come in and out your life. He feels like he can do that and that he has access to do that. And he's able to, he feels that you're gonna be standing still. So in feeling like you're gonna be standing still, meaning you're not meeting anybody else, you're not getting into a relationship, you're not doing any of those things. And so therefore, he will leave, come back, leave, come back. Now, it's two things that you got to realize and you got to understand this. Y'all got to forgive me because I'm getting text message, so I had to block somebody else the other day talking about don't multitask, give your audience your full attention. And they didn't have no name or no picture. Listen, only comments I listen to is from the Blessed Tribe. You know why? Because they partners in my business. They pay a monthly fee. And I just added a new group, which is called Blessed Tribe Unfiltered. And that's where I'm gonna post just members only videos. It's a premium monthly subscription. And that's where I'm gonna post a video a week, but it's gonna be unfiltered. That's where I could speak names to talk about what I'm talking about. That's where if you're on Patreon, you could come on over to that right there if you want to, because that's what I use Patreon for, but just be failing to post. And that's where, when you talk about adult things, sometimes you're talking about adult things, you're talking about relationships, you're talking about relations, you're talking about intimacy and things like that that may not work for the main algorithm. And so YouTube been trying to censor me and certain things I can't say. And so it'll be certain lives that get saved just for that. And, So what I want you to understand with this is two sides to this. If a man leaves you, if he leaves you, what that means is he doesn't feel you are his wife. And he feels that there is someone else out there who is better for him. So he is leaving to go test the waters. All of the, it's me, not you, I need to get closer to God, I need to work on my finances, I need to focus on me, All of that is hogwash. Although those things could be true, the other thing that is true is you're not the one for him. He don't feel like you his wife. So that's what you first got to realize and understand. And on the flip side of this, if you leave the man, it's a couple things that go into this. If you leave a man and you are the one, he's going to be begging you back, immediately begging you back. If you leave the man and you're not the one, or like in my case, too much ego, he too young and dumb, or he could be old and dumb, or just too much ego, he's not gonna chase you. Now, if y'all happen to bump back into each other, y'all happen to talk, okay, cool. But he's not gonna press the issue. So if you leave the man, it's totally different. That's you leaving him for whatever reason. So you have to think about that as a woman, and you gotta ask yourself, what does this mean? Does this mean that this man is not for me? What is this saying? You gotta ask yourself that. And you have to really be able to see, like, okay, is this me telling myself this isn't your husband? And if that's how you feel, then don't go back to him and don't let him come back to you. Now, if you leave him because he's not doing what he's supposed to do, and you essentially just trying to send him a message, then that's different. Because you're sending this message so that he'll get his act together. He'll man up, he'll step up. And sometimes that is necessary. Sometimes you have to leave a man. I would guesstimate 80 to 90% of relationships that are successful and happy and have been together for life, like more than 30 years, had a breakup or two in there. And and when I say a breakup or two, I mean it could have been 3 days, could have been 2 weeks. Some of them, it could have been 6 months to a year. Like it ranges. It's not a one size fits all. So you have to understand that. That's why I say when you have a very specific situation, then you need to do coaching. You need to get on a session. The link is in the description. Had to up it a little bit because got booked into February now. So I had to go on ahead. That was just supposed to be a holiday special, but that thing got booked up. And you got to get coaching on your specific situation. And then outside of that, what you have to realize is you can't keep going back and forth. Like it comes a point to where y'all got to make a decision. And so when a man leaves, it's different than when a man get left. When a man leaves, that's more finality. That's more him saying you're not the one. It doesn't mean that he can't be leaving out of ego. He can't be leaving out of ignorance or immaturity. He can be making a mistake. And he can come back and y'all could work out. It could have been him leaving to see if there was anything else better. If it was anything else different. That can be the case. And so you have to realize and understand that. And that's one of those things to where it's a needle in the haystack. It's a small chance that a man could leave you, come back, and it work out. So don't bet your house on it. Like don't really count on that. That is an exception to the rule. It's very, very rare. It's extremely rare. But it's also not ideal, because what happens and what that means is that that man didn't want you. He thought you weren't the one. Then he went out into the world and he couldn't find nothing better. He ain't find nothing better. So then he came back to you, crawling and humble, because the level he thought he was on, them women showed him you not like that. You not on that level. So then he come back down to you, who he think is beneath him. So it's not something to really be proud about if a man leave you and then come back. So in my case, my wife left me because she felt like I was doing the most, being too controlling, ask too many questions, whatever, coming on too strong, too early. So it was different. It wasn't me saying she wasn't good enough. It was her saying, you showing too many red flags. And then when we got back together, she still had those reservations, and those red flags still showed up in marriage. It just was manageable. And then I grew and I changed and I became a better man from doing the work that I'm doing. That's why if you say you want to be a life coach, you need to go ahead and get over to TonyGassisAcademy.com, take the life coach certification, go ahead and get started, because the stuff you coaching on, you working on. And so although you're not perfect, none of us are, I'm still not perfect to this day, but while you speaking that stuff out loud to your clients, you talking to yourself, it holds you accountable. It'll help you grow and change because you don't want to be a hypocrite. So that's what happened to me. When I started talking on love and relationships, it held me accountable because I ain't want to be like an old boy who cheated on his wife with multiple women while he was giving relationship advice every day. I ain't want to be like that. So I had to grow and change. And so that's what you have to realize. And that's why I love my wife with all my heart. And I live by, die by. I don't play by her at all. And it ain't because she perfect. It ain't because her stuff don't stink. It ain't because she walk on clouds. It ain't because of none of that. It's because I made a vow to God to love her as Christ loved the church. And the same way Christ died for the church, I die for my wife. The same way God say, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. That's how I feel about my wife. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And so I don't play by that. And so that's what you have to realize. Like when a man loves, that's why women always try to compare, and women always say, oh, it's a double standard. Why can't he cheat, but I can't cheat? A man love is different than a woman love. Like it's so many women that have been cheated on and stay. And they can't wonder why a man can't stay when if a man get cheated on. And it's because a man love different. We literally, in a blink of an eye, will live by, die by. Like it ain't nothing to it. And that's not how a woman is. A woman will get cheated on, she'll cry, she'll hurt, and she'll stay in that relationship. She'll cry, she'll hurt, she'll stay in that relationship. And after she get tired of being cheated on, she'll get the courage to walk away. But ain't nobody losing their life. That man ain't losing his life. The woman he was cheating with ain't losing his life. I coach women every day that their relationship ended because they man would not stop cheating. But everybody living, everybody fine. A man, you're not gonna talk to many men who was cheated on and somebody ain't paid a piper. You not gonna talk to a whole lot of men. And guess what? That's what the red pill community is. Men who got cheated on and somebody ain't paid a piper. Nobody had to pay the price physically. So now they online butt hurt with their panties in a wad, crying every day on a video because they so hurt because they got cheated on by one of their women, one of their exes. And so now they making this, hateful, vengeful content towards women and trying to rally up all the other nerds, the revenge of the nerds, to attack women and to be against women. Like the light-skinned boy from the thing, Fresh and Fit. That's the kind of guy I'm talking about. Like they become that. And even the dark-skinned guy that was on there, on the Fresh and Fit. That's what is the result of men being cheated on, and because they was with a woman who didn't want them and they got cheated on, and now they mad, so they go to making that kind of content. That's where that come from, and that's what you got to realize and understand. And so it's like you have to be mindful that men and women are different, And a man who feel like a woman is the one, he's never leaving. Never leaving. You got to drag him out that relationship. He might make every mistake under the book, but in the book, he's not leaving. If he feel like she the one. Like 99.9% of the time, he ain't leaving. Man, it ain't happening. Nah, but if he feel like you okay, you decent, he'll leave you, go test the waters, come back. Leave you, go test the waters, come back. Leave you, go dip his stick in another pool, come back. Keep doing the same thing. And if every time he do that, you standing still, you still single, you still available, you still talking to him, dealing with him, what have you, every single time he lose more and more respect for you and he look down on you that much more. So that's what you got to realize and understand. So, hey, this Tony Gaskins, all the important links in the description. Don't let a man keep walking in and out your life. Know and understand that means he don't think you the one. And if you have to leave a man more than once, then you might need to get the hint too and realize that this guy is not for you. If you know somebody and y'all been dating for 3 years or more and y'all still not married, that's a red flag, especially if y'all started dating after the age of 25 or older, and you've been together 3 years or more, and you're not married, that's a red flag. It's time to sit down and have a real come to Jesus meeting and say, what are we doing? And if we're gonna be together, we need to get married within the next 12 months or I got to move on with my life, because I can't be with somebody who indecisive and don't know what they want. Like, it's absolutely no excuse in the world. If somebody believe in marriage and they believe you the one, it don't take more than 3 years to make a move, even under the age of 25. I got clients that got married at 20 years old and still going strong longer than 3-4 years. And so it's like, even before, my wife was 20 when she knew I was her husband. And I was 22, had just turned 23. I was 23 in a couple weeks when we got married. Like, that was our official date at the courthouse. But I had already knew from the first conversation, the first 6-hour conversation we had, I knew that was my wife. Now, I wasn't ready for her to be the best woman she could be and all of that. And I was still trying to change her. And I thought I was going to have this toxic, controlling relationship because that's who I was as a man with a pimp mentality. And she said, no. I'm going to marry the best of you. I ain't going to marry the settled you, the average you, the backsliding you. I'm going to marry the best of you. You're going to have to be the best of you for us to be together. And that was also played a part. She had just got cheated on. And so she was fed up. And so that was a good thing because she wasn't ready and willing to put up with nothing from me. So that helped me grow because I would have been worse than her ex. So to God be the glory. But hey, think about it. Keep your head up. God bless you. Keep going. Check the links in the description. The one-on-ones there. I seen somebody bought a ticket today, so we got under 30 tickets left for the live event January 24th. We'll have us a good event. I have a couple other presenters just talking about different things, fashion, presentation, health and wellness, things like that, mental health. And then I'll be talking about, my things to help you get life in order for 2026 to have the best 2026 you can have. So we'll have a branding session in there as well for about an hour or so. And we'll have relationship session. We'll have a Q&A. So life, love, business. You're going to feel motivated in every area, have notes and a plan for every area, be able to leave feeling whole, feeling rejuvenated, feeling great, ready to tackle 2026. So January 24th, 2026 in sunny Lakeland, Florida at the Spring Hill Marriott. After you buy your ticket to 97, won't be any tickets for sale at the door. So don't try to just show up, think you're finna get in. So won't be any tickets at the door. Your ticket will be placed inside the academy. So before the event, probably the day before the event or the day of, the morning of the event, 6 a.m., yeah, I'll place a ticket in the academy. So you have to log in to the academy, and then you'll see the curriculum. When you click on curriculum, it'll say today's ticket, and then you have that ticket. So you'll open that up, screenshot that, or download it to your phone, and then you'll show that at the door to get in, just like that. And then, but when you buy your ticket now, you will see the link in there and the phone number to reserve your hotel room. And then the VIP dinner is Friday night. It's sold out. I think I only had one more person ask for a ticket. If I have another 10 people ask for a ticket, then I'll open up maybe a dinner for Saturday night for after the event, because the event gonna end at 6. So I may open up a Saturday night dinner, but we'll see. I know I'm gonna be drained and tired, or a Sunday morning brunch or something. I'm gonna be tired though. But God bless you. Keep your head up, and we'll talk soon. Oh, get ready for the mastermind group. The mastermind is a business mastermind. It's a 9-month program starting in April, so that you can pay at the top of the year after the holidays, meaning so that you could pay from tax returns and stuff like that. I did that intentional. Enrollment is on Black Friday. Black Friday, you put down 20%. It's gonna be $4,500. Now with this, and I wanna make a comparison for you so you understand. I talked to a client. She took a course, and she's gonna be watching this mad at me. Here go Tony, tell about the thing. I ain't saying no names now. I ain't saying no names. Who? She took a course from a Caucasian male. It was a group mastermind like what I'm doing, but it was only 4 months. No one-on-one time in a group, and they had a bunch of online videos for $7,300 if you pay in full. If you do a payment plan, it costs over $10,000. Now this guy got 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. I've never heard of him. He is an absolute peon in the space. No disrespect, but I'm calling him a peon because he's scamming people. He is a white male. I ain't gonna say his name. She say she was complaining about it. Other people was complaining about it. Now let me make the comparison. Myself, on the other hand, have been doing this for 18 years. Have amassed 3.5 million followers online. Have started roughly 20 companies. Have written 20 books. Have ghostwritten another 20 plus books. Have over 100 online courses. Have traveled around the world as an intercontinental speaker since the age of 29. Have gone on Oprah, gone on Tyra Banks, told my story, became a bestseller, am a millionaire, earn over $1 million a year. And my program, instead of $7,300, is $4,500 on a payment plan. On a payment plan, where you put down 20%, then the other 80% you finance it over 5 months. Instead of going through modules, we doing live Zooms that will be recorded. 2 Zooms a month, 2 hours each, hour of teaching, hour of Q&A, so no one is left behind. You also will receive a one-on-one session with me every quarter. We will have 3 quarters left in the year, so that's 3 one-on-ones for 1 hour to hammer home your situation, your business, your brand. You also will have text message access to me 1 day of every week. So that means you can text me your questions, your thoughts for feedback 1 day out of the week, Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Eastern. So on your lunch break, hey Tony, got a quick question. You will be saved in my phone as part of the mastermind. Now, this mastermind is for solopreneurs like myself, people who you want to learn how to build your brand and how to build every aspect of it practically, organically. So what I'm saying is, be prepared. You'll also have my number so that if you got a default on a payment, instead of writing in and messing up your harvest by lying and saying that you didn't get what you paid for, or you booked it on accident, you could just write me and say, hey, Tony, I can't make my payment on the same day that I signed up, which would be Black Friday. That'll be the 29th. So every month you'll get charged on the whatever, 28th or 29th. It'll automatically try it again 3 days later. If you still ain't got it then, it'll try it again 3 days later. I think it tries it 3 times, if I'm not mistaken, before it cancels you. So you got time to get it in order. And then if you get to a place to where, boom, let's say you get a Christmas bonus and you say, Tony, I just want to take care of the rest of it. I could log in, cancel the rest of your subscription, because it's 5 payments, and then just send you an invoice for the balance. So you'll have my number. So unlike the black male, I ain't talking about the white male, but unlike the black male mastermind, you'll have direct text message access to me, which I got clients who not even in my year of coaching who be texting me still. So I believe in access. I believe in giving away the real game, the whole game, the full game, teaching you every single thing I know without gatekeeping, not holding anything back. And I'm gonna tell you, I did a session the other day, I think it was for the fourth quarter. I can't remember if it was $25, $100, or what it was, but it is people that's already taking action. It's some twin sisters that I want them to sign up for the year coaching program, the individual one. It's some twin sisters. They took that course. They done hopped on Alibaba, doing everything I taught them to do. It's some other people who, what I showed on that fourth quarter conference course about how to use AI, it's some other people already jumping in doing that and started new channels. We got a sister, I'm gonna post her link eventually to one of her music channels. She working on the music and stuff like that. She a songwriter, make great music, write great music, and got the AI, singing it. And she in my year coaching program. But listen, I believe in actionable steps. I text one of my clients today too. My client me and her gonna work on something. She in my year coaching program as well, the 10K program, which is $7,500 right now because of recession, but it's a one-on-one program. That's why the group program is $4,500, and it's only gonna be up to 100 members. So you got to realize it's gonna be a small, intimate group. And also with that, we're gonna have a live event to where we come together, eat together, spend some time, talk, do a Q&A, go through some things, do some live examples. Y'all show y'all websites. We pull up your website on the whiteboard, on the little electronic smart board. Pull up your website, look at it, get feedback from each other. Look at your book cover, look at your product. You bring your product, whether it's a t-shirt or a hoodie, get feedback on it. That conference, it'll be to where I have to figure it out now. I want to get it to where I could do it for free, to where it's included in the thing out of that $4,500, to where you just coming and you paying for your hotel room, and you'll have a meal on me. But that's so we can network, build, exchange business cards. You will have a group chat already and be able to connect with people, but just getting to meet people in person, being able to sit out by the pool or at the bar and just talk, just continue to build is different. Would like to be able to do that for 2 nights, for 2 days, to where we'll be going over what we going over on the call, but it's just always new stuff come up, new questions, new variations when you in person. It's just a different type of connection. So we'll do that, whether we do it in a big Airbnb, just depending on how many people can come. Whether we do it in a big Airbnb or we use my friend hotel, ballroom, or something, but it'll be a little community get together for the mastermind. We'll have up to 100 members, but you know, when the live event, it might only be 20 people that's able to get off work, able to make it in, able to do it on the dates that I'm available. And because you may have a wedding to go to or something else going on, funeral, unfortunately, but life, you know, birthday of a child or one of your children or a close family, friend and family member. But I'll try to give y'all the dates early enough so you can try to plan around it. And if it's too many conflicts, like if it's 10, 15, 20 conflicts, then I try to look to change the date. But this is something to where I want to be able to give everything, but I can't work with more one-on-one people, because in my one-on-one program, that's 7,500 to 10K, I can only work with 10 people at a time. And those individuals can text me 5 days a week. So I can't give that same access to, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 people. And so although I say up to 100, you got to realize we in a recession. So it's only gonna be maybe 10, 20 people that can even afford to be in this. And so this is also for people who you've been working, or you might not be working, but you have a savings, or you know, you in a financial position where you've been able to put up a few dollars, and now you looking to build your brand or build your company or start your brand, start your company, and get in position to scale. It's not for people who you will have to go borrow the money from a family member, because it's still gonna take you a few dollars. It's still gonna take you, you know, maybe up to another couple grand to start your company, like to get the things you need for your company. So I don't want you to get in the course feeling like your arm being twisted, and you get in the course and then you can't afford to do nothing else because you spent every single last dime on getting in the course. And I know it's a lot of people that scam people like that. I'm not one of those people. Like, I don't want you to go broke. I don't want you to have to cash in your whole 401k to join a mastermind. That's why I made it only $4,500. And although I earn over $1 million a year, I'm still gonna give you the whole game for that $4,500. If you sign up in December, the price goes up to $5K. So the price for this is $5K. The $4,500 is the Black Friday discount. So get ready. I'm gonna do another plain video on it, just a straight up video, and I'll send that to the mailing list. So God bless you, and we'll talk soon. Oh, then my son trying to get on Netflix. We'll talk soon.